Ever feel like you're putting in the work, but those quick results you were hoping for just aren't showing up?
Yeah,
Happens to the best of us, right?
absolutely.
But what if I told you there's a better way?
Oh,
Yeah, today's deep dive is all about flipping the script and embracing this idea of patiently persistent practice produces proper practical progression.
okay.
Bit of a mouthful, I know,
Yeah,
but we're going to unpack it.
right.
And this idea comes from this document all about fitness and natural movement, and we're going to see how it applies not just to your workouts, but really to mastering anything.
I love that.
So no more chasing those quick wins.
Right.
Today, we're all about the tortoise mindset.
I like it.
Slow, steady, and ultimately way more effective.
That's fascinating, and it really connects with this idea of the tortoise and the hare story.
Yeah.
It takes that classic fable and applies it to how our bodies actually learn and adapt.
Exactly. And why is that? Why is the tortoise mindset better in this case?
Well, think about it. Our muscles, our bones, tendons, even our nervous system,
Yeah.
they don't change overnight.
Right.
This excerpt talks about how we're bombarded with these messages of instant gratification, but our bodies,
Oh, yeah.
they just don't work that way.
We want it now.
Yeah,
It's like, I want those results now.
Right.
But that's not how it works.
It takes time.
It takes time.
Real sustainable change takes time.
And you know what I love about this document is that it recognizes that we are impatient. Like it actually says, hey, you can start with just 5 minutes a day of mindful movement, and you'll be surprised by how quickly that time adds up. So it's recognizing that we're like, oh, I can't do an hour right now, so I'm just going to do nothing.
Right.
And it's like, no, just start with 5 minutes.
Yeah, and it's not even just about logging those minutes. It's about changing your mindset.
Okay.
From that go, go, go to really appreciating those small, consistent efforts.
So instead of I have to work out for an hour today, it's like, can I just do 5 minutes?
Exactly. You're building a foundation brick by brick.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Yeah.
This is giving me major patience is a virtue vibes, but like in a science-backed way.
Absolutely. And the science is really amazing here.
Okay.
The text even mentions how the nervous system actually learns the movement patterns that you repeat.
Oh, wow.
So by practicing with intention, you're literally rewiring your brain
Interesting.
for better movement.
So it's like you're not just building a better squat, you're building a better brain-body connection.
Precisely.
That's incredible.
It highlights the importance of mindfulness in every single repetition.
Okay.
Feeling each muscle engage and really focusing on quality over quantity.
I like that.
Yeah.
So we're rewiring our brains, building that foundation, but like how does this actually translate into like real world action?
Right.
The text mentioned this term practical progression.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
That's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Because it's not just about getting quote unquote better
Mm-hmm.
in the traditional sense, like, oh, I can lift more weight now or I can run faster.
Yeah.
It's about developing skills and strength that actually have carryover into your everyday life.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Give me an example.
So the text uses the example of walking posture.
Okay.
A lot of us, we think, hey, I can walk just fine.
Right.
But when you really focus on good walking posture,
Right.
so shoulders back, core engaged, being mindful of your stride,
Yeah.
that pays off, not just on the treadmill,
Oh.
but all day long.
It's like upgrading the software of your movement.
Exactly.
And then that impacts everything.
I love how you put that. That's a great way to think about it.
What other surprising benefits can we expect from improving our walking posture?
Oh, tons.
Okay.
I mean, we're talking reduced back pain, improved energy levels, even just like a boost in mood.
Oh, wow.
And it all stems from bringing awareness to something that most of us do mindlessly.
Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see how this tortoise mindset can apply to more than just like our physical well-being.
Absolutely. This idea of patiently building upon these small, consistent actions.
Yeah.
You can apply this to so many areas of your life.
Like what?
Take habit building, for example.
Okay.
We've all been there. We try to overhaul everything at once.
Oh, yeah, New Year's resolutions.
Exactly. And then we crash and burn.
Yep.
This approach is about letting go of that all or nothing mentality
Okay.
and embracing those small wins.
So it's progress, not perfection.
Exactly.
Instead of like, I'm going to change everything overnight. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, what's one small thing I can do today?
Right. And it ties into the mental health aspect, too.
Okay. How so?
When we let go of that pressure for instant results, we've reduced so much stress,
Mm-hmm.
and we actually allow ourselves to enjoy the journey.
So no more crash diets or
Right.
unsustainable routines. Sign me up for this tortoise life.
Yes, I'm with you.
Right.
And it's not even just about the absence of those negative things.
Yep.
It's about what we gain by embracing this mindset.
Yeah. What's that?
Resilience, self-efficacy, and a deeper understanding of our own capabilities.
I love that. This has been so eye-opening, honestly.
Yeah.
We've talked about physical well-being, mental well-being, but this idea of patiently persistent practice produces proper practical progression.
Right.
It just feels bigger than that.
It is bigger than
Yeah.
that. Yeah, and I think it really speaks to this idea that lasting change, true mastery, it doesn't happen overnight.
Right.
It's about respecting the process.
And that's really where the tortoise comes in, right? Like, it's not about speed. It's about consistency and intention.
Yeah, remember those 5 minutes of mindful movement we were talking about?
Yeah.
Imagine applying that same principle to, like, learning a language or mastering a musical instrument,
Okay.
even building stronger relationships.
Interesting.
It's about showing up consistently, even when you don't see those, like, flashy, Instagram-worthy results right away.
So it's like playing the long game.
Exactly.
Investing those small but consistent efforts that, like, compound over time.
Precisely. And I think the beauty of this approach is it's sustainable.
Okay.
It's not about pushing yourself to the brink of burnout.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's about working in harmony with your own natural rhythms.
So it's not just about the goal itself, but it's like cultivating that mindset of
Yeah.
patience, persistence, and mindfulness in everything we do.
Well said. And I think that brings us back to that final thought-provoking question from this document.
Okay, what is it?
It asks, if rushing leads to burnout, what would it look like to truly harmonize our efforts with our body's needs?
I love that question so much because it really challenges us to rethink, our relationship with progress.
Yeah.
Like, what if success isn't this finish line?
Right.
What if it's this journey of continuous growth and self-discovery?
I love that reframe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're embracing the tortoises within all of us.
Yes.
Who knew we'd learn so much from a tortoise today?
Right.
But seriously, this has been such a refreshing deep dive.
I agree.
It's a good reminder that we are all capable of incredible things. When we slow down, we find our rhythm and we trust the process. So next time you're finding yourself, chasing those quick wins, remember the tortoise
Absolutely.
and embrace that transformative power of patiently persistent practice.
Love it.
Until next time, keep diving.